Hi, Robert. Good morning to you too, sir. May I sit down? Get over, boy. Good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, Robert is stealing the scene here. It's March 27th, 2025. It's Thursday. How's everybody doing? I know Johnny and Terry were arguing who was first in the chat. It seems to be an ongoing battle. Um, but yeah, they'll figure it out. Hi, Latoya. Hey, Ice Princess, Mel, and everybody that's here. Terry, you're here too. Hi to you as well. What's going on? Good old Robert here. Yeah, he decided to chew up some more stuff. He acts like he's a 6-month-old puppy now. You can't chew on me. Roar yourself. He's what they call it, a hot mess. He is definitely a hot mess. You got the mug. Johnny B got his mug. Well, you're going to have to do an unbox video if you haven't already. I'm glad you got the mug, my friend. I ordered some stickers, 3-inch by 3-inch stickers with the QR code for the channel and my little face in the middle of it. I'm going to start sending, I'll send a few of those guys out. You could stick them on your car if you wanted to. You could put them on the back of your laptop. You could stick it on the ceiling. You know, put it, you know, on the toilet seat. Whatever you wanted to put the sticker. It's entirely up to you. It's those of you that I've already shipped things to. I have your addresses. I'll send you some of those guys in a letter format. No tracking. Probably take longer to get there. But I'm glad you got your mug, regardless. So. And there's Ramesh. Good morning, Ramesh. Thank you for joining us today, as always. Glad to see you, my friend. What'd you guys think of the WTF news video I put out about eggs? I had a little story behind that video. I had intended, what I did first is I set up all the chairs in the room. And I recorded myself sitting in each chair. Hey, Terry. And doing different bits and different people. And what I was going to do is I was going to... I know. I'm talking, buddy. You want to say something? What you got to say? Hmm? Mm. 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 Oh my goodness. He's like, you gotta pet me and love me. So I recorded myself in different chairs and I was going to I don't know if you call it, it's basically you delete the background and you can place yourself again and again and again all in the same frame and make all these layers where I could show myself 5 times over in the crowd. But I was doing it all on my phone, which I do everything on my phone as far as the video editing is concerned. And it just couldn't handle it. So I skipped that idea. I might try that again later with something else if I could do it on the desktop instead. On another video, something else. I'd have to use my desktop computer to make it. I could have taken the time to do that with this one, but I just went with the different people on the different scenes. So yeah, Istanbul. Good morning to you. Johnny's driving. Yay. No. No. He's not going to talk now. He has to start the conversation. Look at this guy. You big baby. You're just a big baby. There you go. Calm down. He just wants me to pet him all or whatever again. You'll try to send again today? Okay, no worries. If you figure out there's a limit on the file size in Discord, you know, you're right there with him, Terry. Being a weirdo. We'll have to figure something out. Probably have to use Google Drive or some kind of cloud storage like that. Microsoft Cloud or Google Drive or something like that. and then send me the link. I'll download whatever program, and then I'll be able to download it for the video, and we can do it. She's collaborating with me in another WTF News video. I can't, if I stop, he's going to be like, roar, roar, roar. I know. Calm down. Oh, man. Robert is just a big, what do you call it? A ham. He's just a big ham. Look at him. I don't know what his deal is with chewing everything recently. He just wants to, I give him these chew things that he can chew on, and he does, but then he gets bored with them and he goes off something else. You like that guy? But anywho, there was another thing I heard this morning. A couple things I did a post as well yesterday. I do all these live streams for you guys. Well, most of you guys that do streaming all the time, fellow YouTube streamers. And when I come back, it'll play off into it'll go down its own rabbit hole, end up on somebody else's stream playing something else. And yep. It landed on this one stream of music playing, and the stream started in March 2018, and has been running constant. What's the matter? Been running constant for 7 years, 7-year-long live stream, and it's got insane numbers and stats for it, and it was just ludicrous. That was just a little tidbit. But there's a thing called, everybody knows about March Madness. Well, here in the States, they know about March Madness, the college football tournament. They have another one called March Napness, and it's in Europe. It's this bears hibernating. They have all these rescue bears or something like that. And are you done? What? He doesn't want to go outside because I've done this before. He wants me to go outside with him. It's too dark out there to even do this right now, buddy. And he's been out this morning for like 45 minutes already to do his business. But yeah, that's how he talks. What's the matter, big guy? So the March Napness, these bears are in hibernation, and they do a little competition and a board. Hey, Wesley, to see which bear stays in hibernation the longest. So the last bear to wake up from hibernation wins. It's a cool little thing. I just caught on the radio this morning. I was going to check it out some more. So, yeah, check that out. And it's pretty neat, I think. March Napness with brown bears coming out of hibernation. And they've been doing it for years, evidently. And they do brackets just like the college basketball stuff. So, yeah, it's really neat. What do you want? Tell me what you want. You want to go outside? No, he wants to look out the window. Do you want me to let you outside? Huh? I don't know what he wants. Oh, just relax, buddy. Come up here. Come here and relax. You know I do this every morning. Just chill. Yeah. See? Well, thanks. This is I've had this shirt for a while. I've gained some weight, and some of my other shirts don't fit as well as they used to. So I may have to either lose some weight or get some more shirts. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. Wants you to bring him home. Yeah, No, we're not doing that. I'm talking to plastic stuff. What is it? Anywho. Latoya's in trouble? Oh no. We're just going to be a couple of bachelors, buddy. That's not happening. I hate to break it to you, buddy. That's it. He's really restless. I'm going to step aside for a second and let him out in the backyard. Because evidently he doesn't want to just chill. Why are you chewing on my arm? Come on. I'll be right back. Let's go. Come on. Go ahead. Lead the way. You know where the door is. Go on. Well, he ran right on outside, so there you go. I know, he doesn't bite. He just kind of lays his mouth on me. I need to break him of that because he shouldn't be doing that. But and he'll even get the very front teeth and just barely nibble. So Liz likes to be chewed on. Well, she's got those munchkins running around. So she's got a lot going on already. I don't think she wants to be chewed on. We're having some stuff going on in the chat. Wesley, something's going on with Wesley. And you guys just carry on your own conversation. We did our poll today. Like I said, I just make stuff up. What's your favorite type of steak? T-bone, ribeye, sirloin, or porterhouse? It's a tie between T-bone and ribeye. So if you love steaks, then there you go. I'm trying to look back at the chat here. And Terry has called me out once again, said that I'm challenged and I don't read text messages. You know, when these things go pretty fast, it's kind of hard for me to keep up. So let's see here. I don't want to do that. I'm clicking some stuff. It doesn't, unless I do it, it's not going to let me do slow mode. But I don't think we need that anyway. Ice. He's out there barking at something now. I don't know. He just he just barks randomly out there. No excuses. I know I have no excuses. One of these days, I'll have to have Terry. I need one of those assistants like Howard Stern has. You know, that read all the stuff coming across and then like pick out the best ones and bring those to his attention. Rama should go live. You could do a little live stream of your village that you live in the remote area in India. That could be interesting. You never know. People like all kinds of stuff on the internet. And evidently that 7-year-long music stream. I don't know. I can't get wrapped up in that again. Oh my gosh. It's just ridiculous. You should do it. Even with your 4 gigabyte phone that you complain about all the time. See, Mel would watch. We get a first-hand account of things happening in another country like India from somebody that we know and trust. So yeah. That whole Signal app thing is still going all over the news. How these people were using a commercial app to communicate military activity, which is still beyond me. I don't know. You could do a split screen with me, Ramesh, if you wanted to one day. Terry wants to do split screen with me one day as well. But you know. Somebody's late to the party. You guys are just having your own conversation over there. That's so cool. Summer has started. It's nice and warm in here. My little garden's doing well outside. I've got the sprinkler system on a timer, so it waters it at night. My tomato plants are like popping up fast. It's great. Grass is growing. I had to cut some grass for the first time yesterday with my new electric battery powered lawnmower. Worked really good. Yeah. What do we got going on here? Some stone carving was found. We'll go with the little bitty stuff. Sun Records started releasing music in 1952 on this day. Some archbishop did something in New Orleans this day. 62. Huh. NFL owners voted to make instant replay a permanent officiating tool in 2007. Yeah, I'm talking. You can't hear me? And they're battling who was first in the chat again. You guys are insane. Pre-chat counts. Well, in Johnny's argument, pre-chat doesn't count because he could have logged in 10 hours ago and said, hi, I'm first. So I think you got kind of a point there. Sorry, Terry. I'm going to have to go with Johnny B on this one. I know, he's just rambling. He likes to, and then he tries to call me out on not paying attention to stuff. Who signed with Sun Records first? Let's look it up. We can ask Gemini. Let's see if Google really knows this stuff. Who signed with Sun Records first?
Sun Records was founded in 1952, and the first artist to sign with them was Jackie Brinston. You may know his song, Rocket 88 Inches. It's considered by many to be the first rock and roll record. Now, do you want to talk about Sun Records' history? Or maybe some of the other artists who recorded there?
See? Well, there you go. Oh, Gemini told you. I've never heard of that band before. Hey, it takes one to know one there, Terry. Calling me a dummy. You're going to leave the YouTube channel, Latoya? What's going on? Blue. You can't defend. I can handle it, Johnny B. No worries. We're getting used to him. He's, he's our special needs guy. We welcome all kinds of people on this channel. We don't discriminate, not even against Terry. And Latoya's leaving? Okay. Why is Eric being mean to you, Latoya? Just hang out over here then. I know I'm not live streaming all day like Eric and Lee. But, they'll be all right. They'll get over it. They don't know what they got till it's gone. That's the thing. That's what you got to remind yourself. Sorry. Johnny's still driving. What was some other things we were looking at? So Gemini answered that question. Who was the first one? No. Go back. There we go. There's a few other little things. Let's see here. What's another thing? The Philippines signed. My phone is going stupid. Well, I can't tell you that then because the app just crashed. When will this channel make some money? I think I've made a total of $90 so far. There's a lot of different things that go on with the monetization. I've been learning as I go as well. The ads that pop up, if you start watching my videos and ads pop up suddenly and you weren't used to seeing them before, that's part of the monetization. If you let the ad play all the way through, I get a cut. If you become a member for 99 cents, that helps out as well. But it's I can get a bunch of views and a lot of hours, but if nobody watches the advertisements or let them just play through, a lot of people skip them. I skip them all the time, and that contributes to the monetization part. Um, but the easiest way is the being a member for 99 cents. But and then maybe we'll do a fundraiser one day again for the animal shelter or the food bank or something like that again when I have some time off. We can do a 12-hour all day stream type thing, and maybe we can raise some money for a charity locally or something like that. Sure, you can tell me whatever you want, Latoya. If you want to, you can put it in the chat. I also have an email address, coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com. It's in the description of the video. Whatever you want to say. But yeah. What about the tomahawk steak? I've never heard of the tomahawk steak. Michael, thank you for joining us. Tomahawk steak. Let's see if he's punking me or not. There it is. Tomahawk steak. It's not a ribeye. It's a bone-in ribeye steak, typically cut from the beef rib between the 6th and the 12th ribs. Man, that is very specific. that's a very specific part of the body, between the 6th and 12th ribs. Don't get that 5th rib. You don't want that. I've never had it before though. I've never even heard of it before. Tomahawk steak. There's got to be a steakhouse around here that cooks something like that. Lead a challenge live. It's a great steak. It looks great. Of course, the pictures, they always make them look great in pictures, right? And they, I could buy one of them and cook it myself. Texas will hook us up. We'll go down there. You got to go visit Wesley one day. It shrinks a little bit. Well, they all do that. All the meat does that. When you cook it, it shrinks. But I've never had one. It reminds me of lamb chops. I don't know. I'm not being mean, Terry. That does look good though, and it does look huge as well. It's insanely huge. Remember that the movie The Great Outdoors where John Candy had to eat the big 96er so everybody could get a free meal at the steakhouse, but he couldn't do it. No, I've never had that, Terry. And I would not. That girl is insane. The old 76er. I don't know. I always loved John Candy movies. We've talked about that before as well. But yeah. Jeez, there's a picture of a guy holding it like this, and this is just huge slab of meat. 3 pounds. That'll feed your whole family. I don't know if I can. I don't think I could eat all that. I would like to try it though. Tomahawk steak. Well, there you go. Learn something every day. I'm just looking at all the different pictures. Is it like 3 inches thick or something like that? That is massive. Gosh. Well, thanks for telling me that, Michael. I had no clue. Are there some other steaks out there that I don't know about? Any specialized pieces of beef out there that I need to learn about? I'm serious about steaks and yeah, I bet you are in Texas. Cowboy steak. I've heard of the cowboy steak. I never looked it up. Look that up as well. Cowboy steak. All right. It's a ribeye as well. Well, there you go. Hey, Smitty Smith. Slab of meat, cash debate, $75. Jeez. There is an actual butcher just a few miles down the road. He's got the huge chunks of cow back there, and he's slicing it all off. I probably get everything that we're talking about in there. I don't know if I want to spend $75 on one though. Called a patio steak. Terry the Hacker steak. mm. I should go down there and get one then. Got a butcher for about $60. Damn. Jeez. And that needs to be cooked on a grill. Am I correct, Michael? I would be doing it a disservice if I didn't cook it over like charcoal or something like that. I don't have a grill. I may get a charcoal grill. I don't know. I had the propane grill. I've had those plenty of times, but oh, and then you put it in the oven. Do you wrap it? Michael's telling me that they cook it on the grill and then it goes in the oven for a bit. Do you wrap it in foil to kind of hold the juices in, or you just slap it on a tray and shove it in the oven? Michael's gonna have to get back with me. Black stove, you can. Okay. Well, Michael, my email is coffeewithmalcolm@gmail.com. It's in the description of the video. You can send me some tips on cooking one. I might do a live stream cooking on the grill. I did some cooking with Malcolm episodes, cooking inside on the stove. But yeah, I'd like to try that out. Um, it'll probably feed me for a week because I don't really eat a lot in the evenings. I eat more in the morning and stuff like that than anything else. But that'll be kind of cool. Tomahawk steak. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. And like I said, there is a butcher down there. My neighbor was talking about how he went and got some special cut stuff down there, and you can get all kinds of things down there. So I've seen the place. I know where it is. It's next to the place that butchered my haircut. Um, the chaos, your chaos has already begun this morning. You got to go. All right, Liz. I understand when those little munchkins start running around. It's a game on. No doubt about that. Seared to the pan and finished it in the oven. And then, there's all kinds of different seasonings too that you can put on steaks. But, I worked in restaurants and chefs were like, just salt and pepper. And I know people want to put garlic on them and all kinds of other, specialty rubs you can get at the store or buy online. So I don't know. You're a chef, Trey? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know we had a chef in the chat. Ribeye's best with salt and pepper. Yeah. Um. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, he's just complimenting you. Okay. But working in the restaurants, I didn't work in like a traditional steakhouse, but I worked in nice restaurants that serve steak, and I always was fascinated watching them cook and how they did things because it wasn't like cooking at home. You're taking orders and you're running nonstop, and it's like organized chaos in a kitchen that knows what they're doing. And to get different dishes coming up, they're whipping over here, they're chopping over here, they're flipping over there, and flames are coming up, and it's an orchestra of stuff going on in a kitchen that knows what it's doing, and it has like a sous chef and a head chef and all these different people in there, um, and 9 times out of 10, it was just strictly salt and pepper, salt and black pepper. That was it, and they would lightly season it. And one restaurant that I worked at, the chef was also the owner, and he took great pride in his cooking. Um, he would get so mad if a customer sent a steak back. Um, he, people say I want it medium, or I want it medium rare, and then you know, it's some people in their mind think they know what they want and what it's supposed to look like. This guy's been a chef for 20, probably 30 years now. It's been so long since I've seen him. Um, it worked for him. I think he still owns the same restaurant. But anyway, he knows how to cook a steak. He it wasn't like fine dining, but it wasn't just like bring your kid type restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's a good restaurant to go take a date to or have a nice dinner as a adults, as a couple, or a small group, or things like that. The tablecloths and everything like that. So it had a nice setup. And the menu was not some crazy 4-page menu. It was like one little sheet. You had basic stuff on there, but the dishes were excellent. And he would go out there and he had no problem arguing with the customers about how their steak was cooked. And he'd be like, ma'am, this is exactly, you asked for medium, that is a medium steak. And he was a big guy. He had the chef's coat on, and he didn't look mean, but he was a big guy, not like fat, but a little muscular stuff. And he would come, and they would be like, oh, okay, all right, thank you. And he'd go back into the kitchen and start doing his stuff again. It's just like, I'm not giving you your money back. You ordered it medium. This is medium. Pay up. He hated doing substitutes too. Oh man, he hated doing substitutes. Somebody wanted this instead of that as a side. He didn't like that. And it wasn't because he didn't want to get confused. He put these dishes together. Oh, thanks, Trey. I got something. I got a splinter or something. Thank you, Trey. You're the best. Woohoo! um, but he would like, I'm cooking this meat, and I know I want my dish to have this meat and this vegetable and this sauce or whatever. And he would have a presentation in his mind, and he wanted that to go out. Um, and he had different specials all the time. He was just a very smart guy and very proud of his work. He wasn't going to put up with anybody's stuff. Yeah. No steak for you. You go now. No steak for you. Robert was like, he wanted to go outside. He was making all kinds of noises, looking out the window, hopping up here and pushing on me and stuff. So I let him out in the backyard, and he's doing his own thing. He didn't want to sit here and watch me talk to a phone. So I don't know. He wanted out. You don't belong. Since when? Squirrels? Yeah, he likes to chase the squirrels a little bit. He likes to watch the birds too. I got a bird feeder out there, and I got a camera watching the backyard. He'll be just sitting there looking at them, watching them go back and forth. And if they get on the ground, he likes to run after them if they're their seed on the ground, little birds down there. Of course, he's not going to catch anything, but yeah, he has fun doing it. And then I think our neighbor on the other side of the fence from the backyard has come out of his shell and started doing yard work and stuff out there. He's got all these different buildings on the other side of the fence, and Robert is super interested in trying to figure out what that guy's doing on the other side of the fence. But he's not bored back there. It's a decent sized yard for a dog, so he has fun. Are you out of here, Latoya? Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you have a good day. Don't let Eric bully you. You put Eric in his place. It's not hard to do. you can put him in there. Beats dog jail. Yeah, I mean, he comes in here with me, and if I'm petting him and paying him attention, but if I start watching TV or playing on the computer, he just lays beside me. But he likes to be outside too, a lot. And it hasn't gotten super hot yet either, so he's really enjoying it out there right now. Imagine when it does get hot. We had a little bit of, it got up to like 85 a week ago or something like that. He wanted to come inside and lay on the hardwood floor and cool off. He didn't want to be out there for that, and that's fine. He's housebroken, so If it's hot outside, he'll be inside while I'm at work and things like that. I got it all set up for him. So he's good to go. No worries there. Um, yeah. Your dog got overheated a couple of days ago. Yeah, they can. You gotta watch out for them. But they're not wolves and coyotes. They don't live out in the wild. They're domesticated, just like any other pet, cat, dog, whatever. They're gonna get hot, and you gotta watch out for that stuff. Fresh water out there for them, and things like that. Um, you got a haircut. I got huge shade trees in the backyard too. The yard is going to be covered in shade throughout the whole spring and summer. I don't need a gazebo or an umbrella or anything like that. I've got these massive trees in the backyard. So that's going to be good. It's so much so that grass won't even grow um, from a certain part back to the fence. There's like a 10-foot section on the very back of the yard that won't grow grass because there's not enough sunlight. So I've thought about maybe building a shed back there or something in the area where the grass won't grow, but that'll be next year. I can't afford it right now. But yeah, different projects I can do. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so I got plenty of time to knock these things out. Uh-oh. But anywho, sorry, somebody's texting me real quick. But anyway, but that also helps me get a lot of birds. Terry says that I have two gay woodpeckers out there. uh, you're regretting it now with all the pollen. The pollen will go away, babe. Blue. Just let it. If you're in Georgia, I'm in Georgia. The pollen is insane. It lasts about a month, and then you'll be good to go. Once all the leaves get out and do their thing, and it rains a couple of times. Yeah, it'll be good. Trey's gone on a date. The two gay woodpeckers. uh, well, just keep trying, Trey. I got a bird feeder out there with all these birds, and I had these red-bellied woodpeckers come in, but they're both males. There's two of those. There's three some other kind out there. I've got all these great birds that come by, but I've only seen the males, not the females. And Terry says that they're homosexual woodpeckers. So yeah. uh, yeah, and actually can't wait for it to come in and yeah, wash all of it away. Hey, Nodelman, thanks for joining us this morning. Um, yeah, and then I don't know if you've known, like I said, I'm here in Georgia. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. When it rains, you got these yellow puddles of pollen, and then you can see how the water is run down the side of the street, and it leaves this trail of yellow pollen where it's kind of washed it. It's insane, and the stuff sticks on everything. It's quite it's absurd almost. I'm doing good, Nolman. Thanks for asking. We were talking about steaks earlier, different types of steaks, thanks to my little poll that we got going on, and I learned something about tomahawk steaks and things like that are really cool. Yeah, everything's yellow green here too because of all the pine trees mainly. Um, but in my neighborhood, there aren't that many pine trees. There's only a few. I got a lot of oaks and maples. But yeah, I bet they are. Let's look at our poll real quick. See how that's going. Ribeye's winning the competition with 53% of the votes. T-Bone is in second place with 37. Somebody likes sirloin and somebody likes porterhouse. The first four that popped in my mind, I threw up there. Yeah, I wasn't like, and I can only put 4 options on the question, so there you go. What was another thing I was going to talk about? We talked about the bears hibernating and having a competition with that. I don't think she's been drinking. I don't think Istanbul drinks. Terry. What am I looking for? Yeah, going back to this again. We can look for our quote of the day. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Audrey Hepburn. So there you go. Just enjoy life and be happy. That's all that matters. What if you're a deranged lunatic and it brings you joy to like wreak havoc on society? I gotta think of something, you know? I mean, it's important to be happy, but what if you're Jeffrey Dahmer and that makes you happy? I'm just saying. There's always a flip side to it as well. Different things make different people will have different things that make them happy. Just saying, throwing it out there. It's super rare. I mean, the most part, it's frolicking in a field, going fishing, picking flowers, and watching birds and holding hands. But you know, there are some wackos out there that get joy out of destruction. So, just saying. I had to ruin it, didn't I? It was a nice quote, and I had to ruin it. We've lost control of the chat this morning. It has gone crazy this morning. A lot of people are active in the chat today. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are having a good conversation and you know, getting to know each other. I hope the new people stopping by are subscribing to the channel and stuff. This is kind of what we do each morning. Just kind of hang out a little bit. We only got a few more minutes before I have to sign off and go to work. Going out imaginary girlfriends makes Terry happy. We need to get him an inflatable truck driver, like on the movie Airplane, where the co-pilot was this inflatable pilot. And just like this balloon pilot sitting there driving the plane, and that's what Terry needs beside him. Or maybe even a cardboard cutout. Oh, that's what I could do. I'll get a life-size cardboard cutout of myself and send it to Terry so he can sit in the passenger seat of his truck. And then have like 5 or 6 he pulls a string and I'm over there going, "Hey Terry, how's it going?" mm. You people are weirdos. We get Terry a partner in his truck for him. Oh, you're not leaving yet? We're not leaving. I'll give you guys, I always like sign off. It takes me a whole minute to sign off or something like that, so don't sweat it. I'm not like trying to cut people off or anything like that and rush things through. You know, we're relaxing a little bit. If you're new to the channel and you want to tell us what state you're in, we had somebody's Baby Blue, you're in Louisiana. I don't think we have Louisiana carved out yet. We do not. So we're going to scratch Louisiana off our map as people visiting us from around the world. So that's cool. I've already got Texas taken care of. That Michael guy, I'm not sure if he's still on. Forgot to ask him where he was from. But yeah, we can scratch off Louisiana. I've had people from around the world on here. It's really cool. Maybe the Michael guy come back again tomorrow, and we can find out where he's from. The chat was going really fast. It's hard for me to keep up with it. I can go back and look at it. It does save it. But, yeah, you guys were just rocking and rolling in the chat today. Good job, guys. I like seeing a good active chat. Well, it's almost time for me to go. I have to sign off and go check on Robert before I head to work. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. I do too. I'll scratch them off. I got you, Terry. But guys, have a great day. Like, share, subscribe. Check out some other videos. I published a WTF News video yesterday. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Leave a comment on it. Share it. Things of that nature. Have a great day. Make sure you compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.